You need somebody that you can love and appreciate. And someone that loves you back. You know, I remember that song. It's so good loving somebody and somebody loves you back. And that's a fact. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Teddy Pendergrass. What's up, everybody? And thanks for being with me today. Listen, I'm going to talk to you about something. And we are going to compare Filipino women to the women from Thailand. Because when you really think about it, if a Western man is looking for a wife, then Thailand and the Philippines are some of the places that they go to. Preferably, I believe, the Philippines, because those are two of the most frequented places by Western men. All right, so, you know, when you're looking for a wife, the question is, which country is the best? It all comes down to personal preference. Okay, personal preference. That's what it comes down to, because of the type of the woman that, you know, you might be looking for differs. You know, everybody is not looking for the same thing. And we know that Filipinos are mostly Christian by religion. We know that Filipinos are Christian by religion. And we also know that, you know, those from Thailand, they are Buddhist. So it doesn't matter whatever the theology is in the Philippines, many of them, if not all of them, is some sort of Christian denomination, whether Catholic, Protestant, Pentecostal, Baptist, and the whole nine. And if you're looking for a Christian wife, a Christian woman, then you will look at the Philippines. Now, that's not to say that in terms of beauty and, you know, attractiveness, that the women in the Philippines are any more attractive than the ones in Thailand. Absolutely not. I'm telling you, you know, you find that there are some very stunning women in both countries. But all I'm saying is that if a man is looking for a Christian wife, that's the place to look. But if we're going to talk about looks and attractiveness and all that stuff, forget about it. Listen, that's a whole different ball game right there. You know, so the best choice will be the Philippines if that's what you're looking for. Because one of the issues that we have is that if a man is only looking to have fun, you know, and sleep around, fine. I believe Thailand is the place. Okay. Thailand is definitely, and I'm not saying that the women in Thailand are not looking for husbands, but you'll find that is more loosely applied simply because they seem to be more working women in Thailand, if you get my drift. You got more women who are into the sex industry. Yes, you'll find that. And I don't know if it's the same thing in the Philippines, but definitely in Thailand, it is huge. And we know that. So if the men are only looking for fun, yeah, that's the place to go. You know, so if you want to play around when you're going to vacation and all that stuff, hey, that's up to you. But I'm just saying, if you're really looking for a good woman, then you would look at the Philippines, because, you know, I believe in the Philippines, the women are really serious. They're really serious about finding a husband. In Thailand, they're not so serious about it. And it comes down to their upbringing and their culture. Okay? Because if Filipino women don't play, they don't play games. I'll tell you that right now. I've met a few, and I can tell the Filipino women do not play games. So those games that the Thai women will play, Filipino women are not out for that. They want to know that they are the one that you have chosen and you want to marry them. Most, if not all of them anyway. They're looking for something long-term that leads to marriage. And on the other hand, even though the women from Thailand are looking for marriage, but some of them anyway, there are many who do not mind just having a relationship or just a sexual relationship and hooking up. They don't mind. So you find a lot of men are going on that side, you know. So the questions come down again to personal preference. Which country would you choose? Which is the best, depending on what it is that you're looking for. Okay? Filipino women are very serious. Another thing about the Philippines is that most people in the Philippines speak English. Fairly decent English. While most in Thailand do not. So there we go. You're going to have a communication problem. There is going to be a gap. So, for Western men, it's easy. The only people I believe in Thailand that really speak English are those that are in the service industry. The ones in the sex industry, the ones that work in the bars and the hotels, the ones that do the massage and, the hairdressers. Those, I believe, speak a little more English than just the regular people. And, hey, those that are into prostitution, like I said, the sex industry. And I believe it's legal in Thailand, so you see it everywhere, widespread. So you will find many who's a part of that industry, and yeah, they speak English. So, a little bit English, but you'll definitely have to try and learn the language. Okay? You will have to try and learn the language. Otherwise, you can't communicate. You can't communicate. So that's just some of the situations that we find. If you are really looking for a wife, you can't find one in America, because we know what's going on right about now, man. Many people are leaving. Passport bros are heading out. These guys are looking for some are looking for wives, and some are looking for playmates. So again, if you're thinking about the Philippines or Thailand, and you're thinking about communication, Thailand, the Philippines is the place to look. Okay, so those of you who are from the West, America and England and Australia and different places like that who speak English, then hey, that's the spot. Because it is extremely difficult to say. If we're going to talk about beauty, it's extremely difficult to say which women are more beautiful. I'm telling you, it is hard. Okay, women from Thailand can be extremely attractive, incredibly beautiful. I'm telling you, to say the least. I've seen them, and we have on the other side where women from the Philippines can be extremely attractive also. Unbelievably beautiful and very pretty and very seductive, very seductive. So I'm telling you, I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm here to give you some information and let you know, hey, those are the two places to look for. Other people go to Brazil, they go to Dominican Republic, and they go to what they call that place. Some people are even heading down to Cuba to see what they can find, and Colombia. So they're going to those Latin places trying to see what they could find. But here is one of the problems. You have got to be careful. Got to be careful, because there are scammers everywhere, including the Philippines. Okay? Including the Philippines. Men are getting scammed. So we have got to be careful. You got a few passport bros that are talking about that. Going to places and losing all of their money. This has been happening in recent times. You've got to be careful. This one man was corresponding with this woman for 3 years, and this woman was a scammer. They didn't even do no video calling. How in the world could you correspond and talk to somebody every day and not see their face? They send you photographs of somebody else. The problem is that women in the West are not bred to be wives, and so men have to be looking elsewhere. And the women in the Philippines are definitely bred to be wives, for sure. Absolute certain that their morals and their culture, their upbringing makes them good candidates to be good wives. I can't say the same for Thailand, but I definitely can tell you it's the opposite in America. Okay? And good upbringing, good culture, good morals, all makes for a good wife. And there we go. So again, which one would you choose? Because you need a good woman that knows how to love you, a good woman that is submissive and would cater to you even when you're sick. A lot of these women will turn their back on you over here in America. You sick, as long as they got the money, they're good to go. They're gone. I'm telling you, you need somebody that you can love and appreciate, and someone that loves you back. I remember that song. It's so good loving somebody and somebody loves you back, and that's a fact. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Teddy Pendergrass. It's good. It's good when you got somebody that loves you. So this is important for a man's peace of mind, that he's got somebody that he can love, somebody that love him and don't give him all that drama and that headache. A wife that is a woman that's a good wife. Not somebody you got to come home and fight with every day. But here's another thing about a lot of Filipinos. They can be very jealous. I tell you that right now. They're going to tell you that, no, we're not jealous, we're territorial. Won't pay that no mind. They can be very jealous, so you got to be careful with that. I'm telling you. Hey, I'm talking from experience. I know. But the good thing is the communication is easy, much easier than if you're dealing with a woman from Thailand. Okay? Life is a bit easier. Okay? And that their expectations, the women from the Philippines, their expectations are not outlandish. Now you'll find that some of the women from Thailand, you gotta be careful because they're all about the money. They're all about the money. But the women from the Philippines are more down to earth. It's not all about that money. They're genuine. They know how to love. They know how to care for you. They have a heart. They are genuine, I'm telling you. And they understand how to live very simple. How to appreciate life and how to laugh. Even when life is difficult, these women find time to laugh. It's just amazing how jovial a lot of them are. So that's another thing about Filipino women. That's a plus. Because even though they might be poor, they still have a smile. They have a sense of humor. Here's another thing though. They don't fully understand the humor of the West. So you got to explain a lot. You got to keep explaining yourself, But other than that, they're good. They don't have much, but yet still they love much. And laugh a lot. That's all I can tell you, And that's commendable. As a matter of fact, that's a breath of fresh air because a lot of these women over here in America, man, they're so stuck up. Their face is so hard, they don't even want to smile. You can't even walk the street and say hello to somebody. They look at you like you're crazy. So in a relationship, you need that breath of fresh air. You need that woman that's not stuck up and carrying on, always got issues. And some of the women from Thailand are similar in terms of their attitude and their outlook on life. But I still think that when you're dealing with women from Thailand, you have got to be careful. There are some women that are ladyboys. These are men that look like women. Got to be careful, bro. You will get taken. I'm telling you. You think you're dating a woman, you'll be dating a man. And it's all about the money, all about the Benjamins. That's what's driving a lot of people. So, like I said, there's scammers on both sides, in Thailand and in the Philippines. So you've got to be careful. So let's get that straight. There's scammers everywhere. One of the things, though, you got to think about when you come on to Thai food, man. Thai food ain't no joke. Okay? Everybody knows that the Thai cuisine is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then you cannot compare the Thai cuisine to the Filipino cuisine, or the cuisine of the Philippines. You can't. The Thai cuisine it has it beat. I'm telling you, it has the Philippines beat on that. Their food is exceptionally well done, well prepared, well thought about. It's good stuff. So you just got to watch your back when you go to these places. You've got to watch your back. So, comparing, it seems to me that the Philippines just a little ahead Again, depending on what you're looking for. Like I said, there are other places people go to, Dominican Republic, Brazil, Colombia, and various places. You know, but you got to be careful. Another thing that you'll find that when you go to the Philippines, most places you can go, but you've still got to be careful to get there. Some places that you cannot just go by yourself. You can't just venture into some places. In Manila, they got places that you can't just go. You know, you have to know where to go. And the thing about it, but in Thailand, that you could go just about anywhere. As a stranger, as a tourist, you could go just about anywhere. The bus situation in Thailand is way better than the transportation system or the bus system in the Philippines. See, so you can get buses to take you just about anywhere in Thailand. In the Philippines, it's not like that. Another thing, the taxis, you know, them little things with the 3 wheels and stuff that they got in the Philippines. But in Thailand, they got excellent taxi cabs. Some of them in very, very, very good condition. You know, like brand new cars and stuff. And the infrastructure in Thailand is unbelievable. That place looks nice. The Philippines is up and coming, you know, but in Thailand, you ain't got no, you don't have to worry about Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is going to be good. Electricity is going to be on point. In the Philippines, in certain places, they got ground out constantly. The electricity goes, and the Wi-Fi is not the best. So, hey, you got to think about that. You know, and I was saying before, and I'm going to jump back to that in a second, but I was saying before that, you know, sometimes you end up having relationships, or at least you think you have relationships with these women, you know, online. Meanwhile, they're sending you photos, and then they got a man. Guess what? It's the boyfriend that's taking the photographs and sending them to you, and you don't even know. You know, and you go, you're out there making plans, getting plans to get married. You get your tuxedo and the whole nine. Set the date. Then she calls you and says, "Oh, I don't love you anymore." Or I got a boyfriend or something like that. Got to be careful. You got a video call. Once or twice, you got to see that person's face. You got to be able to talk to them. Because you don't want to be in a threesome. You're in a love triangle and don't even know. Some of these women are not honest. Okay? They're not honest. So you got to be careful. They don't tell you up front. They don't let you know, hey, you know what? Hey, I got this going on. They got somebody else that you don't even know. And they take you for all you got. And every week, you're sending money. So again, you got to be careful. I'm just looking out for you. You got to be careful. As a man, you've got to be smart. And if you're looking for a good and godly woman, check the Philippines. Because there's a website by the name of Christian Filipina. I've been on there. You know, it's not that cheap. You can get a 3-month membership for about $247. A 6-month membership, I believe, about $499, something like that. But one of the things that they do try to do is weed out the scammers as much as they possibly can. But you still got to be cautious. But they do an excellent job of weeding out those scammers. So when you compare the two types of women, Thai women, like I said, are very attractive, very pretty, very beautiful. I can't take that away from them. And you've got to be careful because, again, some are sex workers. So you got to be careful. Okay, got to know what you're dealing with. Got to know what you're picking up. Okay, and others work in the industry of massage parlors, hairdressing, bars, and all the other stuff. So, hey. You know, you got your traditional women everywhere you go. Okay, a lot of them like that type of work, that service work where, you know, they do that kind of stuff. You know, but yeah, so the choice is yours. Okay, the choice is yours. The countries are different, infrastructure is different, and culture is different. You know, but as long as you've got money and you can pay, these women are going to stick with you. That's in Thailand. In the Philippines, the women are not so hung up on all of this money. Especially if you get a good woman. Okay. Another difference is when you marry a woman from Thailand, you marry the whole entire family. That's another thing you got to keep in mind. You're marrying the whole entire family. You got to be able to take care of the family. So you got to think about that. Yeah. That's their culture. You marry the daughter, the whole family is taken care of. You better have money. In the Philippines, it's not like that. You know? So, that's a plus. In the Philippines, Because if you ain't got it like that, hey, I don't care how pretty that lady is in Thailand, and you ain't got no money to support her and her family, you better forget about it. You know, so there's another difference. There's another difference in the Philippines. Not their culture. They don't do it that way. So there's another thing you got to think about. If you're thinking about going overseas, I've got friends overseas right now, you know, in the Philippines mainly, you know, checking things out and looking to find a good woman. So you've got to weigh the pros and the cons. You got to weigh the pros and cons. That's what I believe. Okay, so the bet looks like it's falling on the Philippines, at least for me. For you, you might still say, nah, Thailand is a better spot. You know, and you could do more. And like I said, man, luxury-wise, I believe Thailand is way better than the Philippines when it comes on the luxury. You know, so up to you. Okay, so try your luck. Like I said, there's a website, Christian Filipino. You could check that out if you're looking for a good, godly Christian woman, and try try your best right there. I've been on it for a while, and hey, I'm still looking around to see you know, what I can find. Listen, thanks for joining me right here on this channel. I really appreciate your time, and I want you to like and share. And if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Okay, my name is William Nelson Ryan, and you have been watching Love Factual. Take care of yourself, and God bless you. I'll talk to you later.